Hello students, welcome to St. Michael C learning classes. I am your teacher Dr. Kumari Anjali, and today we will continue the chapter from where we had left. The name of the chapter, the name of the poem that we had started, that is My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das. Students, in last class we discussed about Kamla Das. We started few lines of the poem also. In last class we discussed that Kamla Das is a noted writer. She is a great poet. At the same time we can say that she is a versatile genius. Why did I use the word versatile genius? The reason is that she was equally competent to write great novel also. That's why she is called a great novelist. Her noted novels are Handful of Rice, Nectar in a Seed, etc. In her poems, especially the composition and an introduction, she was at her best. Especially her poems are very much related to her life. We can say she followed the autobiographical tradition. What do you mean by this autobiographical tradition, student? It means whatever she felt in her life, the pain, the suffering, the love, the happiness, the beauty of society, the relations, the beauty of relations especially, whatever she felt, the sensitive heart that she has, whatever she has, she put everything in her literary work. This is what she is called a versatile genius. Now children, we will continue with the poem. In last class, we started the poem. At the beginning, we found, as I discussed with you, that the girl, the poet, Kamla Das, she was at her parents' house. From there, she has to go to Cochin, and she was on the way to the airport. She was going by car. Her mother was sitting beside her, and then they both were on the way. When she saw the face of the mother, she found she was sleeping. The mother was sleeping at that moment. She was taking nap. It was not sleeping, it was nap. It's a little sleep. So her mouth was open, and she was aware at that moment that her mother was going home. Her face was dark, her face was pale, and she was comparing her mother to a corpse. She was comparing her mother to a corpse. Corpse means what, students? It means dead body. So here she is telling she is appearing like a dead body. Here we have completed in last class, students. Now see, you see, ashen like that of a corpse. Here, ashen like that of a corpse. What type of literary device is used, students? This line, what type of literary device is used? Like is here, ashen, you know, pale, colorless, bloodless, corpse. It means dead body, and both are compared, both these similar things. Her mother is compared to a corpse. Here, her body, her face that was ashen and that was looking like a corpse. That's why the poet here, we can say that she has used simile. Again I repeat, she has used simile. Simile means comparison of two completely different things, dissimilar things, with the use of like or as. And here she has used the word like, that is and it is completely different from simile, is completely different from different students, because there we are using she is a rose, she is like a rose. Now we come to the next point. And realize, when she saw the face of the mother, she compared the face of the mother to corpse. And then after that, she realized with pain. Pain, you know, realized. Suddenly she felt, she understood, she knew that she was as old as she looked. Here, again she is telling that when she saw the face of her mother, she realized with a pain. Suddenly, a pain clutched her heart, her mind, and at that moment she knew, she realized, she understood that her mother was growing old. She was aging. Here you see, the poet is using repetition. What is repetition? Repetition is, what do you mean by repetition, students? It means repetition is, here we find this word again and again, she is repeated. That's why as also repetition of same word, she, as. That's why repetition, the literary device, is used here. But soon put that thought away. What happened? When she saw the face, she became very sad. She compared the face of the mother to a corpse, to a dead body, and then after that she realized the mother was aging. After that, what is happening in our life, students? Whenever we become sad, sometimes we want to run away from that gloomy days or the thought that we have, and that's why the negativity that we feel. That's why the same is happening with the poetess or the poet. She just wanted to put the thought away. What was the thought in her mind? That her mother was looking like a dead body. Her mother was aging. She was growing old. She will meet with death. This was the thought, the pain that was coming in her mind again and again. And that's why she wanted to put that thought away, that negativity. And what did she do then? Thought away. In order to put the thought away that she had, the negativity that she had, and looked out. She started looking out of the car. She started looking out of the window of the car. What did she find? Young trees. She found young trees sprinting. Sprinting means what, students? Moving fast. Sprinting means moving fast. Young trees sprinting. When she looked out of the window of the car, then she found that young trees were moving very fast in backward direction. The merry children. Merry means what? Happy children. Merry means what, children? Happy children. खुश बच्चे spilling out of their homes. What do you mean by spilling out? What do you mean by let out, coming out, moving out? It's like coming out at once and moving in different directions. Spilling out means what? Coming out at once and moving in different directions. So when she looked out, she found the young trees were sprinting. It means they were moving fast, and very children, happy children, they were spilling out. They were coming out from their homes. Means they were coming out happily from their homes. What does the poet mean? Why did she use this line? This is a matter of discussion. Students, you see, I'll write here for you so that you will understand it. Here, the poet is using compare and contrast. She is comparing the situation that is going on inside of the car and the situation that she found outside of the car. Inside of the car, she found death. Inside of the car, she found negativity. Inside of the car, she found pain. Inside of the car, she found corpse. Inside of the car, she found her mother who had lifelessness. On the other hand, when she looked out, she found the situation was completely different. What was the situation? She found young trees. They were moving very fast. She found many children, happy children. For so many purposes, generally children in group, they used to come out in order to enjoy their day. Generally small kids, they want to play with their mates and they want to study. So many reasons are there. So these small kids, then they were coming out of the house. It means life is there. Happiness is there. They are full of life. Here the poet is comparing and contrasting the situations. What she felt inside, what she felt outside. That is full of life on the one side, out of the car, life is there. Inside of the car, she finds lifelessness. This is what here we find she is contrasting the two situations. Now you see children, she is using the word young, trees, young, then trees, then sprinting. Young trees are sprinting. Young trees were sprinting. What do you mean by it? It means that time is rolling very fast. Here is a philosophical meaning of it. Time is rolling very fast. When we look back, we have lots of memories and these things are passing very fastly. What we have to do? We should not be sad. We should take care of our present. How? We must take experiences. We must take lessons from our past. We should plan for future, but we must live in present. She found the time was rolling very fast. These young trees, they were moving very fast. That is rolling time, the passing days, and then after that the small kids. It is happening with you children for so many purposes. It's like your own life. In order to pursue your studies, some of you have left your home and you are residing in hostels. For several purposes you are residing here. And you used to go to your parents' place whenever you are having your holidays. But during your study days, school days, you have to reside in town. Then what happened? You are happy. No doubt, when you are leaving your parents, you are feeling sad, but at the other point you are happy also. On the other hand, you are happy. Why you are happy? That you are thinking that you have to achieve your goal. You have to achieve your aim. You want to meet your new friends. You want to enjoy your life. Why? Because you are passing through the age that is called teenage. You find love everywhere. You find happiness everywhere. You want to pursue your life in that way. And the most important thing is that you think this is the world that loves you and you want to love the world. And then what happened? One thing is also coming in your mind that I know everything. I am the best. Whatever I am doing, this is the best way to do anything. These things are coming in the mind of teenager and this is not new. There is nothing new in it because everybody feels the same who is passing through this age. That's why many children is used. You people are also coming out with laughter, with fun, in order to enjoy your life. Sometimes for your studies. What will happen next? In future you will get job and then you will be settled at some other place. You will achieve a lot. All luxuries of life, all happiness will be there. But your parents will not be there with you. And that type of separation, that type of pain is coming in the mind of the poet, and that's why she is feeling sad. Of course, in order to fulfill our requirements, in order to enjoy life, in order to attain maximum heights, what we are doing? We are living our near and dear ones very happily. We know the time is running fast, but it is moved out, it is not coming back. So what happened? We achieve a lot, but we lost our near and dear ones. This is what is happening. This is what the poet wants to convey. Because we are aging also. Every day we are on the way of destruction. We are decaying. So that's why the poet is telling that young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes, we people are the same. Happily we are coming out, enjoying the life, but we are leaving behind the most precious thing of our life, that is love, that is care, that is what? Is our parents that we are living. Now students, you see the poet is using, previously we are seeing, we discussed assonance. When we discuss the line, Cochin last Friday, assonance is here. We found assonance here. Repetition of vowel sound is called assonance. Here, long sound of O, that is assonance. Here you see trees sprinting, the married children spilling. S is here, S is here. T, T. So, what is this? This is consonants. Consonants. Literary device. Which literary device is used here? Consonants is used. What do you mean by consonants, students? Consonants means sound of S, S and T. Consonants means sound of S and T. So, while going through the poem, I will give you the literary device also so that you will understand the poem in a better way. In the next class, students,